Hi, this is Miss Tia, the special thanks. I hope everyone is having a safe and blessed Memorial's Day weekend, and I'm going to um, go ahead and finish out this weekend crafting. The last couple of days, I mean, when I tell you guys Saturday was hot, what can I say? Yes, but I had to rest up yesterday. The kids went out and went somewhere else to have their fun. I was going with them, but ooh, Nana can't last that long in the sun. I am so sorry. But anyway, I enjoyed my family. I truly enjoyed my family this weekend. Just wanted to put that out there. You know what, family time, it's just nothing better than family. But anyway, I am going to, on that note, I have to say, if any of my family is watching, I enjoyed my family this weekend. Better than you all know. But I'm going to do some how-to videos. I found out that with my sister trying to learn how to do this, she likes a visual. Though we're talking to each other and we're FaceTiming, sometimes she can't see exactly what I'm doing. But when I do a video and I show her step by step what I'm doing, she can pick it up. So I figured if she was having this problem, then other YouTubers or my subscribers were probably having the same problem. They're probably visual people and just needed to see what I was doing. Anyway, I watch a lot of videos when I don't have time to craft. What better way to get that fixed, right? Well, what I'm going to be doing today is some little stickers. If you all are making flip books and pocket letters and doing the little minis and for anything really, you might want to make your own stickers. Well, I have these stickers right here. They're small 1-inch circles, I'm thinking. I think they are like 1 inch. Yes, they're 1-inch round circles. I think you might want to check your Dollar Tree. I know I got some of these, the round circles, and I think they were probably 2 or 3-inch circles. I can't find mine, so I'm using these because, years ago when we were using these labels, they each have round circles on them. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own stickers. I watched FilixLovespaper, and then I saw LaTonya's video. She is Happy Scrappy 45. She showed her end product. She didn't show how to do it, but I'm going to show you all how I made my stickers. I'm going to use a blue color, and I am going to take, I wish I had my Q-tips because that would help me out a whole lot, but I don't. So I'm going to take my brayer, and this is a brayer, and I'm going to ink up my brayer. Okay, and I hope you can see this. I'm putting spots on it there. I'm going to pull lines across here. Nothing magical about this. Just don't ink the entire thing. Just don't put your brayer in the ink, but actually put lines and such. You're just using this to make designs on this. And I'm not being real neat about it, probably because right now I really can't. But I am, and I'll probably do this a couple of times so that I can do 2 of these. Alright? Okay, then I'm going to put another line, and I'm hoping you can see that through here. And let me put this up here. And this is my brayer. Okay, I'm going to take my sticker sheet, and I'm moving this stuff out the way because I'm going to show you all a couple of how-tos this weekend. And I'm just going to, let me move this over here so I have, if I told you all I only have a certain amount of space to use, yes, I'm just going to do this across. Oh, see, this is what you don't want. You don't want big splotches like that, but since I did it, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. You just want this to nicely, you know, you just want some of this ink on your page. I think the first one is a little too much, but I'm going to get a larger sheet, and with that one, with this one, I'm going to use a larger sheet, and it's this sheet right here, and I'm going to take the rest of the ink and put it on here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me dab it a little more because I do have ink left on here, and I have ink on this, and I'm just putting ink on around here, just any way you like. Just don't spread the whole thing with ink. Yeah, just put ink here and there. So I'm going to do this sheet. It's a larger sheet because I have a lot of ink on my page. So here you go. Now if you don't have a brayer, and I think what I'm going to do is do some of the other pages using different things that I have. Let me get this ink up, and I'll show you how to do it, just in case, you know, if you don't have, it works with paint. Just say, if you have these stickers, and if you don't have stickers with the cutouts, you can actually do it with just a sticker sheet. If you just have a sticker sheet, you can still do this, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is, for the other one, is I'm going to show you how you can actually do this with this sheet. With this thing right here, you know, the things that you use, you like to do them, they come for your packaging, and you could pop them. Okay, I'm going to take my yellow, and I'm going to use it to do this next one. I'm going to use a better, I'm going to use this to get the ink, okay? So if by chance you don't have a brayer and you still want to do this, this is how you can do it. You can take your ink, and we're just gonna, can you see me? We're just gonna apply the ink like this. You see that? We're gonna put it on there, and we're gonna apply it like this. Yeah, just use what you have to make your lines, your designs. You just don't want to paint the whole sheet. And some of the blotches that I have, especially on this smaller sheet, is a bit much. But because I went ahead and did it, I'm going to continue to do it. Let me put more ink on this. Any acrylic paint will do. And I say acrylic paint because that's what I'm using. But I guess you could try with any sort of media that you have. Yes, and it's a little messy, only because I'm working in a messy area. I'm going to try not to get stuff places I don't want it to get, but already I'm doing that. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to take this large sheet, and I'm going to apply it in several different places, okay? And we're gonna, this is gonna be your mixed media stickers, however you want to do it. I do have other rollers I can actually use. I didn't want to use them because I was not certain whether or not you all had those. Okay, I did that one, and now I'm going to do this one. I just thought this was a great idea. I actually did it for my sister yesterday, but I wasn't certain, and she kept asking questions. So if you get a lot of questions after you do something, then it probably wasn't explained as thoroughly as you could explain it. So yeah, that told me, I told her, okay, I'll do a video. Yeah, so I'm going to wipe this off because I will use it again. Usually, matter of fact, I'm not even going to try. Well, yeah, I'll just keep it. I usually throw these away, but you don't have to. If you're going to use this over and over, just wipe off the excess. Yes. And, yeah, go from there. Okay, so for the pink again, I'm going to use pink this time. And I'm going back to the brayer, and I'm going to wipe my brayer off so that if there's any ink, and I know my brayer is kind of messy. Yeah, I have quite a few of them that I use, but yeah, that one is messy. And I'm going to use this, and let me clean this off yet again. And I'm going to apply paint here. This will probably be the first of my how-to videos this weekend. Well, this would be the first of them. I think I did one Friday. I think I did. But anyway, as you can see, I'm just applying little lines and dots, squigglies. Yeah, I'm just putting them on the brayer wherever I see fit, and I'm going to take it, and this is the first one that I did, and I hope you can see that. Yes, this is going to be a waste of ink, but I'm going to have to get this up because you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to move this, and I'm just going to go over this again. You see the pink on there? Alright, you guys. I'm putting the pink down here now, so it's out of the way. And I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do the other sheet, okay? Yeah, so that I could use the, I want to use this area to actually show you how to do this. I thought this was really a really cool technique to use, especially if you just want to make stickers, and you want to create your own, and you want to give it your own design. This is really a good way to do it, and I thank FilixLovespaper. I saw hers, and I hadn't seen anyone else use this technique. Well, to make the stickers anyway. And I haven't seen anyone do a mixed media flip book yet. So I was like, oh my goodness, that is cool. And you could actually use those making, you know, a mixed media book. So yes. Okay. I did that. And you still see white space right now, but I'll show you. And then I'm going to put the rest of it. I'm going to go ahead. And she even takes some of her, you know, take a bristle brush. And I could do that with some black. I'll do that later. And you could spritz it on there. Yeah, you could spritz it. I'm trying to make this like, I want this to be not so long, this video. And this is the large sheet that I used. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put it on here. Let me dab some more because this is a larger sheet. So I'm going to need larger. And I'm just putting little. You could be as careful. And like I said, because I'm doing it quickly, I want you to see exactly what you can do to put this on here. If you have the rollers, which I do, but I wanted to show you because I have probably a lot of the tools that I could have used, and I'll do that later to do a technique like this. But because I'm doing it for people that might want the same effect but don't have the tools, so this right here would be a good way to get that technique, okay? So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to clean off this stuff. And I'm going to do this in real time because, again, some people, and I get that from other people, I said I was going to, maybe I'll just start editing my videos, but not speeding them up, because if you're learning and you speed up, some people can't see what you're doing if you speed it up. Okay, there are my 3 little cards right there, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and dry these. I'm going to go ahead and give them a dry over just in case they have wet paint on them, because this next step, I want to make sure all of my ink is dry. And as you can see, yes, as you can see, these labels have some white space in there, okay? And I'm going to show you how to take care of that. Alright, so I'm going to use you can use Stays On ink if you want, but I like the brighter color because it will actually, kind of take care of these white spaces. I'm going to use VersaFine ink, and you can use Stays On if you want. Mine is going to be black. You can use whatever color you feel. And I'm going to use stamps. These are just background images, stamps. I'm going to use both of these images. I'll start with this first. And this is how you use, when you do a mixed media, you're not trying to do full coverage of the stamp anyway. So I'm just stamping where I might see a lot of white space. Okay, you guys? Yes. I'm just stamping it to give it a little more definition. And you don't want to overstamp this either. You just really want to add another level of texture to it. And I could be making that up. I don't know. Sometimes I just do stuff until I'm satisfied with it. You don't want to overdo it. Here's another stamp. I'm just putting it where I think I want it. Okay. Yeah. There you are with that one. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit this here. VersaFine doesn't, it doesn't dry as fast as the other stuff, as the other pages. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the same thing to these. I'm going to come back and I'm just putting, you know, just taking my ink pad. This is when you do a mixed media, you don't want to use the whole full stamp. So this is pretty much how you would use it. You know, you're just not trying to get the entire image, just some of the image on the stamp. So you wouldn't take this whole thing and put it on your page and stamp it, okay? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so there you go with this one. And then I'm going to take that other stamp that I use, like this, and I'm going to do the same thing over it. Yes, I'm just using parts and pieces of it like this, as you can see. And I'm going to stamp over it, okay? And as you can see, I did do pretty much full coverage of that right there. And then what I'm going to do, and I'm wiping off my stamps right now, cleaning them up. These stamps I have in a bucket that I use all the time for my mixed media stuff. They're so used, I don't even bother to put them back on the thing that I use. Okay, so those are those. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to put some words on here. I do have some itty bitty teeny words, but because I don't know exactly how they work, what I'm going to do, I have some inks that I've had forever and a day. I'm going to put a couple of the words. I don't know if you could see that. Here's giggle. I'm going to put giggle in a couple of places. And I'm just randomly putting them on this page. I'm just finding places, and I'm not caring if the whole thing shows up or if it's upside down. I don't care where I put it. I just don't want it to look like I planned it in any kind of way. I just want it to look like it happened that way, okay? Alright, you guys, here it is. And there's that sheet. You see that? Now you could take little, even larger images or smaller little images if you have them. I'm going to do this one now. Okay? And as you can see, I'm just stamping the words. I'm just using this little stamp. And this stamp I have right here, it is so well used, but it's a set like this. And it is so old, and I use these. I've been using these stamps for years, and I use them all the time. This word is friendship. Yeah, I'm just randomly stamping words places. Here's happiness. I'm wiping them off because these are self-inking. The self-inking stamps, but they stopped working over the years. The ink is probably dry, and instead of getting rid of them, all I do is ink them myself and continue to use them. Okay, this is 21 minutes already, but I hope you stayed with me, because now I'm going to show you the end result of these. After I did that, you can even sprinkle paint. After you finish, just spritz it with paint. You could use your spritzer if you have the Tim Holtz spritzer, or you could take your brush and ink it and spritz paint over it after you finish like this. Yeah, but I don't have the paint out right now, so I'm not even going to do that. But I am going to take it and I'm going to make sure it is dry, and I'll show you the end result. I'm sorry this is so long, but if you want to make your own stickers and you don't have, you know, and you want it to be, you want to personalize them, you want them to come out the way you want them to come out, you can actually do this right here, and you have your own stickers. I'm going to show you in a minute what you'll end up with, okay? Alright, so now they're dry, and now I'm going to show you. I know my hands are filthy. I'm going to show you with one of the smaller sheets what you end up with. If you take this, and this is the adhesive labels, like I said, you could get them. I've had mine for years, and I got to make sure they actually, well, I tried them, so I know they work. But what you're going to do, this is what you'll end up with your stickers, okay? When you finish, you're going to, oops, I tore it. You're going to actually, and the paint with mine, and my stickers are probably so old, they're sticking, or either I'm using the ink, the paint, so they're sticking. This is what I'll end up with. Alright, you guys, you have your own stickers. You could decorate them, and you don't have to throw this part away. You can actually keep this part. You could use it in your mixed media stuff. Just take it, and you could actually take another piece of paper. You could use this to do your mixed media stuff too, and just take it and put it on another piece of paper. You could cut up the paper. You could cut out smaller little dots or whatever using your punch, but you don't have to throw that away. You can use that in mixed media however you want. But here is the stickers that you have once you finish. I know this became a long video, but that's what happens when you do a video and you don't cut it down. Yes, I like this video thanks to FilixLovespaper. I'm going to put her link in the bottom, and LaTanya at Happy Scrappy 45. She made some also. She didn't show you exactly how she made hers, but she actually posted it after she did it. Yeah, so I'm liking these. And then These are the larger ones, and let me show you what that looks like once you've done it. Hold on for a second, because I have to separate this adhesive from the paper. Yeah, but I'm liking this. Thanks, Felice. Yeah, so you take this off, and this is what you'll end up with. These are the larger things. These are for, I used to use these little CDs. Yeah, and this is the size. I can't find my stickers from that Felice used. So these are the stickers that you can actually use. Make your own backgrounds. Put your little embellishments and stuff on it, like you could just start decorating them. I'm going to come back and show you how to make these, but you can actually just start layering these and make your own little stickers. Cute little projects. Like I said, I'll come back and I'll show you how to make these right in a second. And you can hang, and I'll come back and show you how to use these bobby pins. I got these from the Dollar Tree. I'll show you how to make these, how to make dangles for them, or little, yeah, just little embellishments for your, different projects that you make. Yes, I hope that helped. I know this is a long video. I'm going to stop it right now. I hope that helped everyone understand how to make those. And I have all this left to use. So I'm going to attach it to another piece of this is just that lightweight printed paper. And I'll put it on here, and I have all these circles to cut out. So yeah, I actually have a whole nother, yes, I could cut out all in the corners. So yeah, I'm going to keep that and use this, the negative space. I'll use it to cut even smaller circles using that same background. So I hope this helped everyone. Like I said, she did hers. You might want, I'm going to put her link in the bottom, in the description box below. And I hope that helped you. You can use whatever colors you want. You can make them any colors you want. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. Tell me if you like that technique. I also want to make a flip book using the mixed media techniques that I've learned on another channel, and when I do that, I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what I did to make that flip book. Alright, hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone is having a blessed Memorial Day. Thank you for everyone that has provided services to the U.S. Thanks to all those that have lost their lives providing service to help protect our country. And yes, I am also a veteran, so yeah, I pat myself on the back every now and then, thanking myself for the service that I was able to provide. Okay, thanks everyone for stopping by. I hope you're able to do this project. It's easy, it's simple, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.